Do you play Mobile Legends Bang Bang? Do you use Aptoide? Well, if not, I am here to teach you what it's all about and how you are missing out on insane bonuses and extra value for your money for not doing so. Hello everybody and welcome to a new Mobile Legends Bang Bang video. I hope you're having a wonderful day, because I sure am. And today, as you can see, we are playing some Tigreal on the top lane. We are going for a weird setup right here, as you can see. 3 versus whatever we just face off against right now. It seems to be a 3v3 for whatever reason, so that's pretty balanced, all things considered, right? So we're starting off with a big scramble over here, and since they have superior range, we almost just about lose our ally, which for whatever reason decides to be backing off in the middle of that bush, as if the enemy couldn't just walk in a little bit farther and get him, actually kill him, like just happened. And in the meantime, well, our ally decided to commit self-die. In any case, well, we get dove, and even though we take one of them down, we actually get killed. Now, as we are going back to lane, let me just real quick point out Aptoide. Check out Aptoide if you haven't done so yet. It's gonna be allowing you to get more value for your money. So basically, whenever you buy anything within Mobile Legends, you're going to be getting a cashback, and you're going to be able to use that cashback in the form of bonus points that you will then be able to use for the payments that you would otherwise be doing with your money, right? So basically, you get stuff for free by just simply doing the regular purchases you would normally be doing in the game, and in the case, basically, after the fact that you buy the things, you are able to just buy more stuff, basically, without spending any extra money. In any case, I'll talk a little bit more about this and showcase how it works at the end of the video with a little bit of a segment over there. Just know that I got a code down there in the screen, as well as down in the description, as well as a link to a guide on how to set the whole thing up. It's pretty damn simple, but I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. For now, let's just focus on the gameplay, which, as you can see right now, it's not really going too well for us. We are now facing a 2v3 in the top lane versus a lot of ranged enemies, and we are basically getting bullied. We are not really able to compete versus that much range, since, well, it's only 2 of us and they have a lot of extra range. So our tower is suffering a little bit here. It's taken some damage, but we still got the protection. We lost the turtle to the enemy right there, but the things are still pretty balanced. It's a 4-4 at minute 2.5, so nothing too crazy has really been going on. The game's not whatsoever in a bad situation. We are obviously playing a Tigreal, which doesn't allow us to do that much damage. Obviously, we are not a very strong character early game. As you can see, we do all our combo, and it's still basically nothing, and that just ends up translating into a double kill for the enemy right there. And as our ally comes in to balance things out, well, they get killed, and it's a triple on the top lane for the enemy. So things are not really working out. This Tigreal pick wasn't actually the best versus what they got going on in the top lane, and even more, one of our allies has some connection issues. But again, things are not really that out of our control. The tower's still standing, and we still got a decent score in the game. And here we're gonna be able to do a little bit of a push, but again, not really able to do much until, well, this other enemy just definitely oversteps. But the superior range on them still just bullying us so much, and we kind of misplay a little bit there, trying to get a CC totally out of range, and that just ends up being a monster kill for the enemy. And still, we do lose the top tower, but as things are looking bleak, you might think, we got nobody facing off the D-Roth in the bot lane. We took that bottom tower quite a long ago, and he's just roaming freely. So we combo pretty hard. The enemy over here, we are just chilling, and as they are focusing us, our ally is able to do some nasty damage over there, and they are almost just about able to kill that enemy. But again, we are just not... we just don't have enough damage, right? It's a 3v2, so it's really damn hard to make it work. But we actually almost make it work there with that combo and landing that CC, and they just about ran out of our range, and they finally get our ally. So that's a pretty sad play over there. We were just about to do quite a good comeback over there, but still, well, it's nothing too bad. The Nana decided to go down to the bot lane, where our D-Roth is totally demolishing everybody. He's now facing 1v2, but he's just about to get some support, and it ends up getting shot down, unfortunately. And yeah, that's really kind of gonna be the end of his run there. He was just reigning totally freely on the bot lane, and nobody was really opposing him. The turtle died, and now it's another one coming back in a couple seconds here, a minute and a half, and it's again a 2v1 in the bot lane, as you can see. Actually, a 3v1 right now. Obviously, it's not really going to be looking too good for our ally right there, which ends up going down. But yeah, we are now facing a 2v1 here in the top lane, and we finally managed to land our CC, and that's an easy shutdown for us, which ends up allowing us to go and just do all the damage we want to this tower. And obviously it's gonna be going down. It's only the first tower at 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, right? So you can see there's no enemy in the map right now, but there you go. They're doing a big push down the mid lane, as we are also doing a big push down the bot lane and the top lane. So they're trying to be splitting now here. As you can see, they're like coming one at a time towards the top lane, and we are able to actually obviously fight them off, even though they do have quite some superior range once again. So they are able to just kite us, and it ends up just being a 2v2 after a while, which, yeah, they do kite us quite a lot as well, as we are pulling back, and it ends up being a pretty bad play for us overall. The alpha is coming here doing some just trying to catch us up, but we are still just a little bit too fast with our charge, and we're gonna be taking the chance to just go back, even though it's gonna pretty much cost us a tower, since they are all just there chilling. And we finally come back to the lane, and we do quite a great play over there. We land a CC onto 3 people, and we are able to turn what would have definitely been the loss of the second tower in the top lane into actually a triple kill. Even though they scattered around, we just ended up getting all 3 of them, and now the turtle is up for the grabs, and 3 of them are actually dead. So we are definitely should be going for the turtle over here, as our team is doing. And in the meantime, we're just going to be clearing these minions, taking it chill, and eventually leading the way here for some push into the top tower, as the enemies are still dead. In the bottom side of the map, well, we had one of our allies actually die, but it ended up being another kill, actually another 2 kills for the D-Roth, who also lands a nice clean sweep over there. And we take the turtle and are able to actually land a kill onto an enemy over there real easily. And as they come into us here trying to make some nasty plays happen, we are able to pick some of them off, and we are actually going to be able to clean them up quite nicely here, landing a double kill for us. We are finally getting some speed and some momentum over here. We definitely wiped out the whole team, as you can see there, as well as took down the bottom tower, which puts us in a very nice position here onto this top tower, even though our minions are stuck quite far back, and we're not going to be having them come towards this tower for quite a little while. We're going to have to go back and do a little bit of a push over there, as we're just going to be taking some of the jungle minions, and there's going to be nobody coming to contest this top side for a little while. In the meantime, some action is happening in the mid lane as well as in the bottom lane. We have an ally just go deep into their base and totally get decimated, even though, well, we still were able to make something happen there in the mid lane. A mega kill for our D-Roth, as well as a double kill right after that. And now we are solo versus 2 enemies over here, which is gonna be pretty hard for us to do anything about. So we're just gonna be taking a chill as the D-Roth is coming, definitely looking to engage here and turn this around. And as you can see, that's what's gonna happen real quick. We don't have the charge to jump in there for a little while, but we are able to just flick in there, land the CC, and the D-Roth is gonna be leading, well, actually just finishing the whole thing off for us, even though we actually ended up just dying there. As we are coming back to life, the Lord has been up for a little while, and yeah, now it's up for the grabs. We landed a double kill in the mid lane, which leaves the mid lane tower totally exposed. The enemy team is just totally collapsing now. They're really not coordinating themselves, and they are now leaving this Lord totally easy for us to go ahead and take, even though a big fight is breaking up in this bottom side of the jungle, and our D-Roth is going to be going down. But we're going to be going in and trying to land some of our CC. We are able to land quite a lot of it, allowing our allies to get a double kill pretty easily, with somebody else being down for a little while. That was, well, 3 enemy players down for a while. We are now trying to steal some of the jungle, and we land some nice CC onto our enemies, but the Alpha is going to be engaging on us, putting some nice CC on us as well, and our allies is going to be able to kite them all around, and finally that's ended up going to be the game. For some reason they decided to surrender. It was very clearly in our favor, and hopefully you enjoyed that game. Let me know what you think about it, and before you go, please go ahead and check out there's my rank, as well as check out a little bit of Aptoide. See you later. So picture is you are playing Mobile Legends Bang Bang and you want to be buying anything within the game. Let's just say you want to be getting some gems, right? So what you're going to be going ahead to do normally, as well as through Aptoide, is click on anything you might want to purchase. But if you do so through Aptoide, you're going to be able to see that right from the get-go, you're going to be able to see a bonus that's going to be indicating how much of an extra value in the form of a cashback you would be getting if you're doing this purchase through Aptoide, right? So imagine I'm spending, what is it, €2.79 in this pack. Well, if I am using Aptoide, I am going to be able to get a bonus, in this case based off of the amount of a bonus that I currently have unlocked. That is going to be 23 cents, right? So 23 cents that I can accumulate and then use instead of my actual real money to make the purchases for me, right? So right now I don't have enough of it, but if I did, I could go ahead and select the AppCoins credits choice right there, and that would mean that that's my payment selected option, so I can use those instead of my actual real money to do the payment for me, right? So it's a matter of accumulating bonuses, scaling up the percentage of a bonus you are going to be getting from these purchases, which you can do by, for example, using my code down there in the description as well as here on the screen, and then just going ahead and accumulating purchases until that percentage you're getting is just going to be bigger and bigger, all the way up to an extra 35% of any amount of money you're spending can be turned into a bonus, and therefore you can make those biggest purchases without actually, you know, spending that much money. Whenever you want to be spending and getting some gems or anything in the games, well, you can just go ahead and use Aptoide, and therefore you're going to be able to buy more stuff in the long run, accumulating those bonuses and being able to purchase more stuff basically for free whenever you have accumulated enough bonuses.